Okay, so yeah, guys, walk us through exactly what did life look like before discovering rent to rent.
Very time consumed with work. I'd say hardly seeing each other because he works nights and I work days, so it's literally we're passing ships in the night, like we don't see each other.
That's quite often the case actually, especially with NHS workers, couples that join. So what led you to look at rent to rent?
I think ultimately I was on like a discovery journey to see what sort of businesses we could potentially set up. So I was learning bits of like drop shipping, Amazon FBA, and I came across rent to rent about a year ago. Joined a crash course with another property mentor. The training wasn't too bad, but once you've done the training, there's no like handheld mentorship afterwards. So fast forward and start on the mentorship with yourself, and basically that's how we've ended up here, really.
Yeah, awesome. So you've secured this property. Walk us through, how did you discover this property?
So I found it on Rightmove.
Yeah.
I rang the estate agents and they asked me to send them a message instead on Rightmove. So I thought it was going to be a dead end. But then,
that quite often. So why did you think that was going to be a dead end?
Because I just thought they'd ignore it. So I've had it before with estate agents where they go, "Oh, just send us a message
send
on
us more
Rightmove."
details.
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't even ask for more details. They just said, "We just send us a message saying that you're interested."
Okay.
And then I didn't hear from them, so I had them on my follow up, and then they rung me just out of the blue, and they were just like, "Oh, hi. It's me. Can you come and view it this week?" I was like, yeah, of course I can.
So you were focusing on HMO, weren't you?
We were, yeah.
Originally, yeah.
So why did you start searching for this type of property?
I just found with a lot of the HMOs that we were looking for at the time, a lot of them were saying it's not right now. Like, oh, you'll have to ring us back in June because we're aiming for students first, and if not, then we'll come to you. And I just felt like I wanted action now, sort of thing, because we'd waited. Well, we pulled our feet since October, so I wanted to take action now.
Yeah. You secured the viewing. How did the viewing go? Did you view it with the agent or landlord?
They're the same person, really. So how they do it is they've got a number of different businesses, and they're the estate agents and the people who own it.
Yeah.
So I met with the person who got the property, and now they're obviously estate agent for it. We'd arranged the viewing for a Friday at 4:30. He were running late, and then by the time he got here about 5, so I thought it'd just be a quick like in out, and then obviously we were talking, looking around. I explained to him obviously what we do and the business module, and he was sold on it. And he was like, "Yeah, I've got a few people that do it. You know, we're really into it because you look after the property."
How did that make you feel when an agent is saying that?
Really good, because I didn't need to explain a lot more to him because he knew it all.
Were you feeling excited, like, oh my god, this could be the first one?
Yeah, especially because I'd done the due diligence, because this was the first property that we looked at.
Yeah.
I'd done the due diligence on it, so I knew that it'd start.
You're incredible at just following the training, the due diligence, what to send me as well. So I just open the message and, can you check this, Kenny? I'm like, there's everything I need. It's amazing.
It makes more sense though, because obviously I know you're busy, but also I then know that the property stacks.
Yeah.
Because if I sent it to you and you're like, what about this? And I'm like, oh, well, this. I'm not as sold on it then. So I follow it to a T because I know it's done properly then.
Yeah. So it's stacked?
Yeah, it's stacked. And then when obviously I saw him, he came, this was the property, looked around, and then when I said this stacked, he was like, oh, well, you seem really nice. Do you want to look at 3 other properties that I've got?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it is after 5 on a Friday, is sure? And he's like, yeah, come on. Okay. So we went and looked at 3 other properties that he has.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so you stacked it, you sent it to me. What did I say to you?
Absolutely, go for it.
Yeah. So how did that moment make you feel?
Even better, because I was like, yeah, my due diligence is working. And the figures look good on it.
It did look good.
So
what are the figures?
Impressed. It should profit 10 grand a year.
Yeah, amazing. On a conservative basis.
Yeah.
Like 18% commission on every booking, everything going through Airbnb. Yeah, you're optimized to convert to direct. Everything's optimized. So honestly, these guys have just looked at the training and just completed it. I should have a t-shirt saying completed it, mate. I'm going to get a t-shirt saying completed it now. Just from you guys. So no, you took the training, absolutely ran with it. So congratulations, the property's amazing. So working with us, how has it been?
Really good. I'd say it's been amazing.
Yeah, definitely. In comparison to other training providers, everything, like even the mentor, Dan, you'd send him a message and within an hour he's responded. So there's no waiting if you've got any questions. And in regards to like...
The weekly Zooms.
The weekly Zooms, going over the contracts, which... you were looking at, I think, at like 11 p.m. at night, and then so just everything in regards to the training is second to none, isn't it?
Yeah, there isn't anything that I'd say, okay, I think you can improve on this, because I'm the type that would tell you if there's something I think you can improve on.
You should definitely.
But yeah, it's all very thorough.
Because you weren't on board at all to start with. I had the call with Gary.
Yeah.
Little did I know you were sat next to him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gary.
Right,
but by the end of it, you were like, actually, what did I say during that Zoom that kind of made you think from absolutely not to actually.
It was you saying that we could do it together for the same fee.
Yeah.
Because to me, that showed that you weren't just after the fee.
I don't get why. So essentially we're just business consultants, and you other mentors out there charging more for additional people just frustrates me. So we don't do that at all, because it's just frustrating. At the end of the day, you could have just signed up and gave Kiera your login details.
Exactly.
So why aren't you guys, if you're joining other providers, doing that anyway? Like, it might not sit ethically, but they're charging you 50% more to grant someone else a login.
Of course.
All right, it depends on the program you join. They might do dinners, you know, put on amazing things, which is going to cost per person. But for just most people are doing it. We're business consultants. We're consulting your business. So I spoke to my mentor in depth at this, and he basically said, yeah, you shouldn't be charging any more. And these guys are bigger than all of the property trainers in the UK. They're mega made it millionaires. So if I'm going to listen to them, not follow the trend, it made no difference to us at all. And actually, it's more value. Like, there's two of you. Showing up to the Zooms, the community. What did you think of the community? Be careful what you say here as well. 'Cause here's another mentee.
I think that just shows what the community is like. You know, within half an hour's notice, there's another mentee coming to the house to help with the film.
Yeah.
And, you know, and like we did the London event the other day, and everyone's just so friendly and helpful.
But I won't at the start. I didn't find it overwhelming. I just thought, oh my god, how are we gonna, like, because they all felt so comfortable on the Zooms, like speaking to each other. I was like, are we ever gonna get like that? Like, will we feel, well, me, because he didn't join the Zoom, but I thought, like, will I feel comfortable like speaking like they all are? And it is very welcoming, and that fell away very fast.
Yeah, it's amazing to hear. No, I appreciate that. So in terms of the one-to-one support, did that fast track your success? Would you have you got to where you are now without it?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
No. So like I said, obviously checking everything, because we did see some properties that looked like they stacked but didn't. And like when we sent it to you, it was like, well, have you looked at this? And I was like, oh, actually, no, I didn't. So we could have took that deal on.
Yeah.
And fell on.
Yeah, I've had a message today on the way up, and there's this woman who's very excited about potentially landing a deal. And I just sent a few questions back, and it's not been stacked. So there's many people that think they've been trained in the most simplistic way, and they're taking on deals which are quite dangerous. The due diligence is vast, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It is, yeah.
You can't make a mistake. So this will kill it. You guys will make a lot of money. 10 grand at least on a conservative basis. So you see what Jack and Ryan, Emily are making, over 10k.
Oh, yeah.
Sam and Zach, Caroline, and you're in the same communities. So the actual mentorship on a whole, what would you say anybody sat on the fence watching this video thinking about getting rent-to-rent trained?
Stop thinking, start doing.
Definitely, yeah.
Sign up.
Like even in regards to like solicitors' contracts and everything like that, you'd spend a reasonable amount of money on just them. Whereas when you join the mentorship, that's already included. The one-to-one support is second to none.
Yeah.
You know.
How can we actually improve the one-to-one support?
I don't think.
I
don't think you can.
Like I said, I told you.
I don't think you can. I mean, I think Dan's phone it must be glued to his leg because he is very.
Same with yourself. Like I was saying to Gary, I was like, when does he sleep?
My team is epic. You know, Chris. So he come to the event. Didn't pay him to speak. He wanted to speak. You know, I was just going to do the event on my own, but he come to the day. Then he went home and done a night shift.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. So my team are extremely dedicated. I'm forever grateful.
Yeah.
You know.
Chris is a credit as well, I'd say.
So how did you find the mindset sessions? Because you said they're your favourite sessions.
Yeah, they are.
I don't take any.
I'm about to say, don't take it personally. Never should Dan, but yeah.
I only do 2 a week.
I can join.
Chris only does 1. Sometimes.
I can join them fuming, and within 10-15 minutes, like my mindset
He's
has changed.
He's such a professional.
All I said to Gary is the mentorship's worth it just for the free counselling that I've had. I'm like, just stick at it even if you don't get a property, because I just like joining the mindsets.
I'd already be in work and she'd message me and go, I've had such a bad day at work.
Yeah.
And then I get to like 10:30, 11 and she'd go, I've calmed down now, I spoke to Chris. And there's not many other mentorships that even offer like a mindset, you know, to just keep you laser focused.
Yeah,
I don't know of another training company that actually has a mindset coach.
No, I don't.
I genuinely don't.
No.
Nafal, do you?
No, I didn't see. They charge extra.
Where's your mindset coaches?
Yeah.
You know.
Because even after securing the property, the mindset was still really important, because then obviously like he works nights, so it's him finishing at 7 a.m, us driving here to sort the property out, him having no sleep, and then he's like, it does get on top of you, and then you do start panicking a little bit on the due diligence, and you're like, did I stack it properly? And then I'm like, yeah, no, I did. And then it's like, well, why are we doing this? And then it's the mindset of remembering your whys, and Chris really pumps that on the Wednesdays, and like there's been plenty of times where I've been saying to him, let's look at our Y document.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've set it out in an actual document. So I'm like, let's read it together.
Yeah, I brought Chris into the program because I'm not a mindset coach, and some mentees really struggle with just picking up the phone, where I never did struggle. So I can't really relate that much. I'm all about the reason why I can push past limiting beliefs and just go into robot mode and pick up the phone, where a lot of mentees struggle. So I realised that. That's why I introduced Chris, and to hear that he is valuable, and I know he is anyway, is just, yeah, it's just an asset. He's just such an asset to the program.
Worth his weight in gold.
Yeah, so no, guys, well done. You've got your Rise Up mugs.
Yeah.
Let's get them their Rise Up mugs.
Waiting for the jacket.
Yeah.
We'll be using this every day.
Yeah. Thank you. Matches my nails as well.
So yeah, congratulations, you've completed the mentorship. It's onwards and upwards. You're still on the legacy program, so it doesn't just come to a sharp end on our program. You go on and go to past 10k a month with the other clients and just keep smashing it, keep growing. Don't scale too fast, don't put too much pressure on yourself either. I genuinely mean this, even though we're filming. If you try and put too much pressure and scale, it will all come crumbling down. So I went a year one time with no properties taken on. Like, there was many moments where I thought, oh, Rent Rent's dead. Has it come to an end? It definitely hasn't. Most people would just quit. You got to be above average person. You're an entrepreneur. Rent Rent's a savvy name. This is management of leased properties.
Yeah.
So treat it like that. Don't treat it like, oh, it's a rent to rent. You're in business now.
Of course.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's not just going to be easy. There's going to be many challenges ahead, but push for it. With our support, you just do exceptionally well.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
Perfect.
Cool, let's go grab lunch.
Yeah, it sounds
Let's go
cool.
for it.